Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I am at work, obviously, but I had some time in between patients. And ever since I made that post yesterday about parties, I have got many questions and inboxes about how I do my parties, what I use, what I'm doing for rewards, all the things. So first, if you're here, tell me if you are someone who is new to parties or if you've done parties before, and tell me where you're watching from. I'm gonna see if I can see comments today. I see people popping on. I'm gonna say something and see if that allows me to see comments. So whoever's here, say hi and tell me if you're party newbie or a party vet. You're new. Okay, Heather. Heather, did you do parties with Saint? Rhode Island. I love that. I've been to Rhode Island once for a training. I went there for a tinnitus training because that's my specialty in audiology. But anywho's, okay, there's a few people popping on. So I don't have anything planned. This was like last minute. I had a patient who came early. I got done early. Hi, Jesse. And so I just thought that I would pop on quick and just answer some of the questions that I have seen. Record. I don't think I can record. I think it automatically records because I'm live. I'm not doing this via Zoom or anything else. Jesse, do you know, can I record this? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, we're just gonna go with it. Okay. So first off, parties. I know that many people think parties are dead. I do not think parties are dead. It has been something that's worked with me in my business for over 5 years, and I have done them with multiple companies, and it is the one way that I find I can get new customers from like posting on my personal page, posting in my VIP group, but my customer base grows the most when I do parties. So I love them and I have not given up on them. If you are someone who doesn't like to party, then don't party. But if you're someone who's like, I want to give it a try and I want to see if this is helpful for me, then tune in, okay? So I have my own board that I shared with everyone. It is Cleo Crep by Kayla. I'm real punny. I like alliteration. But I also have Cleo's board wrapped into my board. So if you can only get one board, then you can get mine and you can have everything. I'll post a link to it, or maybe Jesse or someone can post my Cleo Crep by Kayla board, but I have a party template in there and I use that and I change it up based on the hostess, right? But those are like my base posts. So I do either a 3-day party or a 5-day party. It just depends. Normally I do 5 days. I feel like that kind of spaces my posts out a little bit more, gives people time to kind of hop on, read through things. Also gives people time to like maybe get a paycheck in there where they have time to purchase. I have never found like 1-day parties to work for me, but that's just me. You can party all different ways. You can do Facebook group parties. You can do messenger parties. You can do Zoom parties. You can do all kinds of things. What works for me is Facebook parties. I obviously have a full-time job, and so I have I use Post My Party, and I have my party template built into there, and then it posts all of my posts every day automatically once I set up that party. So that's what I do because it allows me to have parties where I don't have to, sorry, someone said asking questions and that throws me off. I'm gonna read those later. I don't have to worry about like going in and copying, pasting each post every day, multiple times throughout the day, especially if I have like 3 or 4 parties going at a time. That can be a lot of copy and pasting. So I use Post My Party for that. It is something I pay for, but it is what works for me because it allows me to have 2-3 parties a week and not be super stressed out about not having the time to post. So you don't have to do that if you're gonna start off with like 2 parties a month or 1 party a week or whatever you're gonna do. Even if you just want to have a goal to get 1 party a month, that's amazing. In the beginning, I would set up with all of the text and I would have all my photos that I would use in the party in a folder, and I would have all my text in my notes. But now I just have them built into these templates on Post My Party. But You also can just use the verbiage and the pictures that are saved in my board as well. I believe that the Clio board has a party template in there too. Okay, so big thing is Post My Party is on Facebook, Terry. It is something where I know Facebook stopped like third parties from being able to do it, but they use like what do they call it? A Chrome extension. It's like an extension, and then you can still schedule posts. So it's amazing. I love it. I think it's like $10 a month, and it is well worth it for me. But obviously it might not be for everyone. So, okay. When I do parties, I really try to focus on the hostess. So I figure out like, why do you want to do a party? Or I ask them to have a party to help me out. And many people want to help you, right? Like if they're a customer of yours, or even if they're not a customer of yours, but they've been wanting to try the products, they may want to host a party so that they can earn it for free, right? So when it comes to the rewards, I know that we don't have like party links anymore, but I'm kind of in transition of how I'm doing my party. So I'm going to tell you both ways. What I do is I use my link. So my link is www.cliocolor.com/Kayla. And I just have all the guests of party order through that. I always make sure that every person, once they order, they message me so I know, so I can verify that it gets attached to their party. And I just keep a running list in my phone. I have a note. So let's say Tiffany's having a party. In my note, I have Tiffany's party, and each time someone orders, I write their name down and the amount. And then at the end of the party, I go in and total that up, and I just calculate the amount of rewards based on what they used to do for parties. So it's like 10% if you're up to a $499 party, 15% if you're from $500 to $999, and 20% rewards if it's $1,000 and more. You could make it whatever you want, honestly. I just use what they used to do because that's easy for me and I remember it. And then at the end of the party, I just total it up. So let's say their party is $500. They would earn 10% is 50 plus 5% more is 25. So they would earn $75 in rewards for a $500 party. You can do this one of two ways. You can, if you have stock or inventory, you can just let them pick $75 worth of product from your stock and gift that to them. Or you could offer them product credits if you have product credits built up. You can also offer them in the form of like a gift card or cash or Venmo or Starbucks, things like that. So I am doing it because A, it helps drive my PV. I'm earning commission on that, and I'm earning points, which gets me coupon codes to buy sets cheap. So this is how I afford to give away this product to the hostesses, right? So you're the host. Yes, I'm the host. I'm using my website, right? I'm not the host. There's someone who said, oh, I'm going to have a party. Tiffany said she's going to have a party. So Tiffany and all of her friends and family that order will qualify towards her party. That's just how I do it. I've also done things where I've offered to like stock people's classrooms before. So I recently did a post where I said like, who is interested in having me help stock their classroom? I know teachers are always putting in so much of their money, their own money and investments into their classrooms to buy supplies and buy new games and things like that, even stuff for like sitting in the classroom. So I've reached out to teachers and been like, are you interested in having me stock your classroom? How this works is you'll host a party for me and I will convert your rewards. Instead of giving you free nails, I will give you a gift card to Amazon or Walmart or Target, and you can buy things for your classroom. So that's gone over well. I've had several parties that way. Right now, as most of you know from my post last night, I posted about helping me earn level 3 of this trip, right? I'm trying to earn this trip for 2 people. I've earned level 2. I'm working on my way to level 3. So I'm trying everything I can to get there. I don't know if I will, but I think I will. And people want to help you. So just ask. You guys, I swear for every 10 people you ask, 1 or 2 people might say yes, right? It's just luck of the draw. No's are okay. Go for no. If you're not going for no, you're never going to get yeses. So you have to ask in order to get yeses, but it is okay to get no's. Not everyone wants to do it, but some people will want to help you. And I even tell people, even if you're not interested in the nails, but you want to help me out, have a party. Maybe you will be interested in the nails after learning about them, but your friends and family might be, and they may order, and they're going to help me, which is going to help you earn cash, right? So instead of giving them nails, I may just Venmo them in the amount of their reward. So there's so many different ways you can do it, and you have to kind of figure out what works for you and your business. But that is how I do it. So I use my template that's on my board. I get my host involved. I have my host make a post on her personal page saying that she is hosting a party. I don't know if you've heard about Cleo Color. They're this new nail company that's only been around for 1.5 years. They have glueless press-ons. I'm so excited to learn more about them. Would you want an invite? They post that, and anyone who shows interest, you can then send them the link to join the party. They can also invite people using the invite button in the party. Either way works. But I try to get my host engaged. I always tell my hostess, like, if you interact on the post, tag your friends, like, keep that excitement up. Your friends and family are going to be more excited, and you are going to get more sales, like more people ordering, which is going to lead to more free stuff for you. So that's how I do parties. I don't overthink it. I don't put more into it than I need to. I do message the guests of the party in the beginning. I send them like a welcome message, and then I make a post in the party group and I say, hey, I just want you all to know that I sent you a message request. I promise I'm not creepy. Please view that message and reply back to me. And the message is just like, hey, thanks for joining my party. I can't wait to teach you all about our press-on nails, our glueless press-ons, and LED gel nail strips. Have you ever used DIY nails before? That's all I say. And then I leave that question open-ended so they have to answer it. Once they answer it, then I'm in their inbox, and then I can start that conversation. And that's really where the magic happens. If I can get into their inbox and start chatting with them and send them videos of what products they like, or some like information on the press-ons if that's what they want more info on, then they are more likely to be invested in the party and they'll interact, and then they're also more likely to order if I've had that conversation with them, and especially if I can kind of tell them how it's going to help them, right? You don't have to spend 2 hours at the salon and get your kids a babysitter. You can do your nails in 10 minutes at home while your kids are watching a show. Like, that's a huge plus, right? Okay, so now let's talk about how I'm going to transition my parties. So now that we have these amazing rewards and amazing referral links, what I am doing, and I'm just starting this week, so I cannot speak to how this has worked because I'm just starting it now. But what I am trying is that I am having my customers send me their referral link so that I have that and I can copy and paste it into their party. And then I will make a post with their shopping link. That referral link is their shopping link. And I let the hostess know that any new to Cleo customer that orders through their link and is placing a $50 order or more after the discounts have applied will earn them a $5 reward. So let's hypothetically think about this, right? Let's say we have 6 people who order $50. That's 300, right? And these are all new people. For every $50 order that person gets through their referral link, they're getting a $5 reward. So that is $30 that they have for rewards right there, right? If you are calculating these perks on your own and using that 10% for up to parties of 500, and they had a $300 party, guess what 10% of 300 is? 30. So now you don't have to pull that from your own money and your own stash. Now Cleo is giving them the reward. The one caveat to this, I'm trying it this week with one person, maybe 2, to see how it goes, because one person is totally new to Cleo herself. She's doing this as a way to help me. So she created her account yesterday. We pulled up her referral link. She already has the 50 welcome points in there for the loyalty program. And so we're going to try it because none of her friends and family have ever ordered from me. So they'll all be new customers. So the caveat to this is if you have a party with a hostess who has a lot of friends who have already used Cleo, they will not earn her the $5 reward because they're not a new Cleo customer. So I am still planning on keeping track of all of the orders that hostess has, and then we'll like calculate things on the back end for their hostess rewards. So let's say they have a $300 party, but 150 of that wasn't new orders and they didn't get $15 that they could have got if they had all new customers, then I will give them $15 or a set from my stash. yes, so Rula's using the referral link this week and she said her party's great. So I think it's awesome because when you kind of post about that, Rula, you should post down here how you posted their referral link in the party and like what you said to make sure that people are getting that order over $50 after the discount. Because really it's like you have to have a $56 order, because once the 10% discount applies, then that brings it to 51 something or 50 and 60 cents or something like that. So you want to make sure you get those orders over 50. Great news, guys. At conference, they announced the average order is usually around $75. So most people are already spending over that amount, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But anyways, Rula, you should definitely post how you post their referral link and like what your verbiage is, because I'm still looking to come up with something myself too. A couple people that I've talked to about parties have just said they've been keeping it really simple. They're just posting in there like orders of $50, earn your orders of 50 or more, earn your hostess a $5 reward. That way the party guests know to place that order over 50 so that their hostess gets the reward. Most people who join a party want to be helpful, and they want to, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. They want to be helpful, and they want to help their hostess and help their friend. So if you can make that easier for them and for their guests to know that if they place a $50 order, then their friend will get a $5 reward, awesome. Rula's driving, so she'll post it later. Awesome. Thanks, Rula. The other thing is I always have my hostesses send a welcome message to all of their guests as well in the party. And I have them say just something super simple like, hey, welcome. Thanks for joining my party. I just wanted to remind you that Kayla Sanders sent you a message. So please take a look at that and reply back to her. So this is the first step of the participation prize. So I don't know, a couple of years ago started this thing where if someone replies back to my message and joins my VIP group, they're entered into the participation prize, which changes just based on what I have. Sometimes it's a free set of nails, sometimes it's a referral code, sometimes it's a discount code, sometimes it's just like a manicure set, whatever. It's just a prize, right? It could be anything. It could be stickers. It could be, they don't know what the prize is, but it gets them entered into the participation prize. Okay, so they reply back to my message. A, that gets the conversation started. B, they join my VIP group, so that gets them into my customer group, so they'll be aware of all new things that come out when new things come. And then I also started doing that if they join my VIP group, they unlock the party specials. And so I do my own party specials. I do, if they place a $50 or more order, they get a free gift from me. And that is usually something small that I can fit in an envelope, a magnetic bookmark, a Scentsy circle for your car, something that will fit in an envelope that I can send with a stamp, okay? If they place a $100 plus order, then they not only get free shipping from Clio, but they also get a gift and a free set from me. So that's just what I do for my party specials, but you can only unlock that if you're a VIP of mine. So it encourages them to join my VIP group and get in on those posts. And I obviously do games and giveaways and specials and things in my VIP group too, so I always like to talk that up. But anyways, so going back, I have my hostesses send their guests a message like, thanks for joining my party. Kayla sent you a message. Reply back to this. This is the first step of the participation prize that you'll learn more about in the party. Then they send me messages, right? Then I get those combos going. Then they get excited, they get interested, and there we go. It's a snowball effect. The second thing that I do in my parties to kind of keep the parties going, I like to call it a party train. After the party is over, like towards the end of the party, I will send the guest messages asking them, would you be willing to keep this party train going? I've challenged your friend, Tiffany, that's what I've been using, to get 2 hostesses to book a party off of hers. If she does, each of the hostesses, the new hostesses, will get a free set from me when their party qualifies at 200, and the current hostess will get a free set from me. So I'm thanking my hostess for helping me get another 2 parties booked. And so then that kind of just snowballs and keeps going and going and going, right? So if I have 4 parties and each hostess gets 2 new hostesses, that's 8 new parties. Okay, so do you see how that kind of works there? So that's what I do. I just made a super easy graphic, like your hostess has been, I don't even know what my graphic says now. I don't even know if I have one actually. I used to, but I don't know if I do. I think I just messaged them that. I let the hostess know in the beginning that that's a challenge I have for them. So to get 2 people to book parties. And that's what I do. So I keep it simple. I keep it easy. I try not to overcomplicate it. I make sure in the party that I kind of customize it to me. So I have some of my graphics have like my picture on them so they actually see me. If I'm changing my nails or removing my nails when the party's going on, I will go live. I usually will go live in my personal page because then I'm live on my personal page and I'm getting that content out there to everyone who's a friend of mine and or following me. And then I can share from my personal page into the party. So that's what I'll usually do. The only thing is if you're going live on your personal page, you cannot talk about party specials or special giveaways that you're doing because those can only be offered in a private platform. So you always want to make sure if you're setting up your Facebook party groups that you set them to private. Okay, what else? So yes, I'll go live. I'll show how I remove the nails or how I apply nails. I definitely have videos that I'll post that I've gotten from Dropbox because Clio, if you didn't know, has their own Dropbox. And every time there's a launch, they post videos in there of the new launch sets and stuff. And they also have different videos for like applications, removals of press-ons and LEDs. They have certain stuff for like social media reels. They have all this stuff already made, you guys. So obviously, if you can customize it and do it yourself, awesome. But if not, they have stuff there. And so I post videos in the party so people can see the magic, like peel the tab off, stick it on my nail and press down. Like, really? That's all I have to do? And I'm like, yeah, you hold it for 40 seconds, 45 seconds. And then our pressure sensitive adhesive is active for 48 hours. And so push on them the first couple of days. And every time you push on them, it just reactivates that bond and will make these nails stick. So by the way, guys, these are my nails that I did at conference, if you remember, which is 13 days ago. Today's day 13, tomorrow's day 14. I did cut them down and trim them like I told you I would because I cannot have long coffin nails while I'm looking in ears and taking wax out. But anyways, so don't be afraid to party. It's not for everyone, okay? I'm not telling you that you have to go out and you have to do parties, but this is a way that works for me for finding new customers for my business, and so this is why I do it. If you don't want to, don't, okay? I'm not making you do it. You also could take these similar posts and just simplify it down into only like 10 posts instead of 40 different posts, and you could just do like a messenger party or an email party or a text party and just post for one day, different videos, how-tos, information, and if anyone wants to order, they can. So you can really, really do this however you want to, but if you do not want a party, you don't have to, okay? I am not forcing this on anyone. I just want to share what works for me. Posting on my personal page, trying to do more engaging content on Instagram and TikTok, but I'm really just not good at it, nor do I have the time. I'm in a meeting. And so, yeah, if you can, sorry, someone's messaging me. When you get time, can you look to see what model you want for the receiver? I have no idea what that is. Okay, sorry. I have to get back to someone on something. But anywho's, I hope that this was helpful. I know I've been on for almost like 20 minutes now. If you have questions, obviously feel free to message me. But there are a ton of party templates as well in the creative graphics group. That's the one that Courtney, I don't know how to say her last name, runs. But you can go and you can search parties and there's all kinds of templates in there that you can use whatever you want. But there is ideas for verbiage and everything in my board, and I believe it's on Cleo's board as well, like the corporate board. So yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Customize it, make it personal. Be real with people, and I hope that this helps you all find some new customers. If you need anything else, please let me know. I will try to answer questions. I am with patients all day today, besides my lunch right now. And so if you need anything, just shoot me a message or comment it here. And I wish you all the best of luck with your parties. So I challenge you all to get one party this month. Start it now, message 5-10 people today, ask them if they'd be willing to help you out and have a party, and start your party on Sunday and have it go for 5 days. That way you can finish this month strong. So I challenge all of you for one party. Okay, See you later. Bye.